All right, y'all. All right, here we go. Back again. Get started here in a minute. What is going on? Man, boy. I was just watching something on Amazon Prime here. Turn this thing off. All right, y'all. So make sure I'm loud and clear. There we go. Yeah, fight week, man. Got another fight week, and it is another card with 4 WMMA fights. So, yeah, man, we're gonna talk about these fights. We gotta talk about them, man. But yeah, Ravioli, what's going on? Two Beats, what's up? BJ, No Filter MMA in the building. BJ is going to go live around 8:30 today, or 8:30 tonight. So I'm gonna tune in after this. I'll be on here about an hour. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Welcome back, y'all. Yeah, since it's AC, I gotta turn it down, man. Hold on. Yeah, I got this AC going. It's coming through. Hold on 1 second. Okay, what about now? I'm sure it's gone down now. You can hear me a little bit. Yeah, I just switched mics, so yeah, you should be able to hear me now. So it doesn't pick up anything else. Mm, cut it up. Just let me know if it sounds better. But it should sound better. Alright, there we go. Weather's been changing out here a lot, man. Some days it's like going down to 60, then it shoots right back up to 80, so. Hold on. There we go. Alright, you hear me now. Okay, there we go. Yeah. No more background noise. So yeah, man. It's fight week. I mean, we got a lot of interesting stuff going on. Fight news, couple things I want to talk about. So let's talk about. Let's go ahead and jump on this breaking news, though, man. Let's go ahead and talk about Aaron Blanchfield and Macy Barber. Um, I told y'all that was pretty much was going to happen. Macy Barber, for one, she was going to be taking on Montana De La Rosa. That was a good fight. But as y'all know, Montana had to pull out, had surgery. She's done. She's recovering now. She posted up on her IG that, she's pretty much going to have her leg elevated for a while. And I think, 6 days or something like that? I think BJ said like 6 days. But, yeah, I saw the story. So she's going to be out. So, in the meantime, Macy, a few weeks back, was calling people out. Hold on. There we go. Macy was calling people out. She called out Roxanne. She wanted to run it back, but Miranda Maverick, she threw her name in the pool, but Macy Barber didn't want that fight. And I think we all know why Macy Barber didn't want that fight, right? she didn't want that fight. Um, she wanted to run it back with Roxanne because, she wanted to try to get back closer to the top 10. She wanted to right that wrong. But if she really wanted to right it wrong, man, she'd go in there and try to fight Miranda again, right? But I knew that fight wasn't going to happen. That's why I just didn't even, I didn't even entertain it anymore because, I did send that out to Miranda. She responded and already said that she put it out there. Macy Barber doesn't want to fight. She already said Macy doesn't want it, so she was out of the picture. So the next name I was looking at is, okay, well, if they're looking for a short notice fight, but they want a good fight, throw Erin Blanchfield's name in there, right? Erin just came off a win against Sarah Alpar a few weeks ago, and right away she said, look, I want to get back on a card. She wanted to get back on a November card, UFC 268. She was ready to go, but they didn't have anybody for her, so the stars aligned, and since Montana got pulled out, they lined her up with Macy Barber in December, right? So that fight is going down for 269 instead. So if anything, she's got a better turnaround time. Better way to close out the year. She gets a full training camp for a dangerous opponent. A top 15, and I think that worked out better for her. She has a chance to fully train instead of rushing like if it was like the first week of November. Now she has a good chance to prepare, and it's a good card because this is the Nunes Pena card and the Oliveira Poirier card. So she's gonna be on there with some good fighters. Who else is on there? Leon Edwards, Jorge, he's up there. Cody Garbrandt's on this card. Dominique Cruz. So this is a good card for Erin Blanchfield. And my thoughts, I said she was ready. A lot of people ain't feeling me on this one, but I'm like, hey, she's ready, man. Because for one, what else are you gonna wait for? I mean, her skills, to me, have already shown some. To me, Erin Blanchfield's skills have already shown some advancement. Even more so than Macy Barber. Like when Macy Barber first hit the scene, I saw some good things about her, especially at 115, but there weren't that many improvements. Erin Blanchfield, to me, I've already seen like some good things about her and some drive in her that makes her stand out amongst the unranked fighters. So to me, this is a good chance for everybody to see what type of skills she has. Now, I know that there's still a danger factor there. Macy's always got the power, and I was talking about Erin Blanchfield's defense, but this is her time to step up to the plate, make those quick adjustments, and use what skill I know she has better than Macy, which is taking it to the ground, her clinch game. I think she has better clinch control than Macy. Willingness to let her hands go. She starts fast. Macy's a little bit slower. Sometimes, she can give away the first and second round. She'll pick up in the third. So that might be the danger factor for Erin Blanchfield. So I think it's going to be a good fight, man. I think it's going to be some good action. You're going to see Erin look the part. I mean, this ain't a mismatch. This ain't going to look like Manon versus Ricci. It's going to be a fight that's competitive. And there's going to be fighters like that sometimes that they answer the call and they might get shot up a little bit faster, right? Because she voiced her opinion. She voiced her, the fact that she wanted to get in there as soon as possible. She voiced the fact that, hey, I want to stay active. So why not give Erin Blanchfield a fight? I mean, who else would you give it to? I mean, again, Miranda wanted it, but Macy didn't. You know what I mean? I mean, for good reason, because she knows Miranda won that fight first time. But off of what I've seen, I know Aaron and Miranda both have different styles, but I think once again, Macy's going to be dealing with a tough wrestler and a tough grappler. You know, fighters that stay in your face and work for 3 rounds. That's another thing. Like, Macy's dangerous because of the power. You know, she'll be dangerous in the 3rd round, but I think Aaron is dangerous for 3 rounds. You know, she showed that in the Aaron Blanchfield fight, right? She continues coming at you. You know, she doesn't stop. So that's going to be the problem for Macy. Colton said Montana injured her leg against Valentina's face during sparring, I heard. Really? Nah, I'm just like, oh, BJ, he out here spreading fake news, huh? 2B said, if Aaron wins, will we see Aaron versus Tracy Cortez too? Who's Aaron? Who's Tracy Cortez fighting next? Have they lined up Tracy Cortez with anybody? I don't know, because if Aaron wins, she'll be in the top 15, so she might be scooting on by. She might be scooting past the rematch with her for now. A rematch might not happen until Tracy Cortez gets into the top 15. So I don't know. It might be a little too early for that rematch. You might see them fight in the top 10 one day. Hold on. All right. Yeah, so I think it's a good fight to me personally. Like I said, we can keep saying that. Hold on, yo. I'm just checking something here. Boom, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good fight. I mean, like I said, if the opportunity comes, sometimes you just have to take it. And Aaron is a fighter that's not going to turn down a situation like this. And it's good to know that she's willing to take this fight. Like, she just got to the UFC, just made her debut, and she's already taken on top 15. You know, that lets you know that her mind state is in a different place. Like, not really cocky, more so confident. You know, not really a cocky person, but more so confident. Like, she knows what she possesses. And like I said, outside of the power, which is the equalizer for Macy Barber, I don't see Aaron Blanchfield having, like, too many big problems. Like, she's not going to have problems with her on the ground. She's not going to have problems with Macy. Even, like, striking, I'd say at a mid-range. But to me, I would want to see Aaron just work for 3 rounds on the ground here. You know, just see her in there, putting her grappling skills to work, you know. Yeah, I don't see this being like a rematch right now. Like, yeah, I don't see them having like a rematch between these two, and it doesn't really mean anything yet, right? Because, you know, when they first fought, that was before the UFC, and now to have them fight again really wouldn't make sense, you know, until they both get to the top. Kind of like if Maya and Andrade fought, right? Like, they fought years ago, but if they fought now, it would mean something. So yeah, I like this fight. It makes all the sense in the world. And for a talented fighter like Aaron, I think that, you know, she gets by Macy, it's going to put her in the top 15, and you might see her shoot to the top 10 a little fast, you know. Hopefully not too fast, because, you know, it's still a process getting to somebody like you know, Valentina, you know. Julian Ramirez said Manon said she will KO. Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna talk about that too. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the interview. Um, Brian Williams said if Macy starts out more active, I think she'll take it. If she's been reinventing herself those last 2 fights, she's good to be. She's good to be more of herself. I hate to say because I'm not really a fan. BJ said Manon ain't smoking MBS. Dang, man, what side are you on here, man? Like, you put Manon in your triple threat, but you won't think she gonna smoke Myra Buena Silva? Come on, man. I mean, Manon, the way she broke it down, she sounded like she got a game plan, and the way she said it would happen, pretty much the way I said it'll happen. I mean, yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute. But BJ, you better take her off your triple threat, man. If you ain't gonna think she gonna go in there and make a statement. Yeah, Taylor's in a good spot right now. I think Taylor's in a good spot. Yeah, Macy Barber, I think is I think she's getting experience, but it's hard to say where the experience is against a top level fighter, like, well, not top level, but potential top level like Erin Blanchfield. The only thing that's going to be an issue in this fight is the fact that Macy has more experience. Macy is 4-2 in the UFC, and she is very she can be calm and collected at times. You know, she's already broken that ice. You know, she's been through the pressure. So it's all, one of the factors is if Erin Blanchfield comes in here, you know, tight or tense. Because this is a big card. Though she might be on the prelims or on the lower part of the card, this is a big card. You know, UFC 269 is a big step up. And, you know, there could be mental pressure. There could be like an adrenaline dump where she could gas because the adrenaline was pumping, you know. So there's those type of things that I think could be a factor. And, you know, Macy's been here before, so Macy's going to be ready, relaxed. Other than that, I don't see like Macy having too many tools that Erin can't get adjusted to, you know. Striking's good. It's, it'd be mostly her striking that would give Erin trouble. But Erin, other than that, she's covered the wrestling. She's covered the basics, man. Yeah, so good fight. We'll talk more about it as we get closer to it. I just had to break that news here. Let's jump into this card this week. This Saturday. Let's see which fight on here. I want to run through real quick. Hold on. Got here. Let's see. All right, what do we got? Not written here. Let's see. Smaller fights we have on this card. Estela Nunes and Ariane Carlosi. That's a strawweight fight. And I'm not really making a pick in this one. I just want to see what's going to happen in this fight. Estela Nunes, if y'all didn't know, she was a former ONE FC fighter, and she's been out the game for about 2 years because once again she got popped. She was in that situation like Melissa Gatto, where she had been out the UFC, or she was supposed to get into the UFC, but she tested positive for a steroid, and that cut her chances of getting in. So she's been out for 2 years, and she's gonna be going in there against Ariane Carlosi, who fought back in April, like March or April, and we'll see. We'll see if she's gonna be a little rusty. Nunes is a former Muay Thai fighter. Seen some of her Muay Thai fights, and I think she's got a big record. She's fought over like 50 fights in Muay Thai. And I mean, if you look at her physique, I don't know, man. Like, hold on, man. Let me show y'all a picture of Ariane Carlosi. Not Ariane Carlosi, but Estela Nunes. Estela Nunes looking kind of ripped in a couple pictures, man, that I seen. Hold on. Let's see here. Says she wasn't on nothing, though. Like, I don't know. She said she was not on anything. So, can I drag that picture over? Yeah, there it is. Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. Oh, wait 1 second. Where's this picture at? Not that. Okay. Yeah, she started off to a good, she seemed like she was starting off to a good point in her career until she got popped. And I was looking at some of her older pictures, she was always in shape, but like there's a couple pictures where she's really, really, really ripped, and she's got the gun. So lo and behold, she tested positive for what was it, a metabolite or something like that, some type of steroid she tested positive for. And Angela Lee, she lost to a 1FC. That's her only loss. So we'll see what type of energy she's bringing here. She's going to be mostly, keeping this fight standing. I know Ariana Carlosi is going to be looking to clinch here, even looking to take this fight to the ground. I don't know about Carlosi's gas tank though. We'll see how that plays out in this fight. To me, I think Nunes, from what I've seen, is more of a stand-up fighter, and she's gonna have more of the energy to keep this fight 3 rounds if needed. She seems to be the better counter striker here, so we'll see how it goes. I know Carlosi got rocked in that last fight she was in. Who was that, Leon Na? Yeah. So we'll see. I don't really have a pick in this one, but yeah, I just wanted to go over that fight real quick. Who else is on this card? Is Jessie just on this card? No, she's not on this one. She's on the next one, next week, against Jocelyn Edwards, right? Yep. Okay, let's see, y'all. But the flyweight division's been popping. Y'all cannot lie. The flyweight division is popping, and it's got action, man. So we can't sit here and act like there's not anything going on at 125. There's a lot of action here. So, and while I do this, man, just make sure y'all hit the like button. Got like 18, 15 people in here, 16, 17. 18 people. Like I said, if y'all come through, just hit the like button. I'll keep on doing these. Yeah, well, that's coming up. Let me see here. Cole said at least these women fights are getting quick replacements. Right. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Gordon said Luana versus Lupita looks like a great matchup. Yeah, we're going to talk about that next. We'll see, man. It's going to be interesting. Very interesting. Mark said in Macy's eyes, Grasso was her only loss. That was the problem. And that's going to be her problem, man. Like, everybody knows the Roxy fight, man. She lost that fight, man. She can't use the leg as an excuse. I mean, that's part of the game, man. Yeah. Colton said, do you think Manon has a really good performance? They'll set her up versus Taylor before they offer one of them a title shot. No, I don't think so. That's too big of a jump for her. I mean, she's fighting an unranked fighter, so they would not put her in there with the number 9 right away. And I listened to her interview too. She had talked about, just taking it step by step. It's just a process. She's not in a rush right now. She said it's step by step, and Manon's just, taking her time to get there. No rush. Colton said, or will they give Taylor a shot if she beats JoJo? It's possible, but in my opinion, they should give Taylor a gatekeeper before. It's possible, but they should give Taylor a gatekeeper before they do that. Give Taylor a gatekeeper, and that would be good. But like Manon, that'd be too big of a jump. Jumping up like all the way up to number 9, and she hasn't fought anybody 11 through 15. So it'd be a good thing, like for Manon to do, like she said, step by step. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not picking anybody in Nunes versus Carnelossi. If anything, I think Carnelossi might get it just because of her activity. She's still, fresh. Nunes has been out for 2 years, like I said. Was it 2 years? She's been suspended for 2 years, but she's been out the octagon for like almost 3. I think she's been out for almost 3. Yeah. Gordon, did Loppy have a full camp though? Not for this fight. She just fought last week. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's talk about that. Loppy Benitez versus Luana Carolina. Shout out to Loppy for wanting to take this fight. Just wanting to go back in there and get back in action. My first thought was they didn't have anybody else. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have any other flyweights that could take her. Like Luana Carolina, match her up with Melissa Gatto, maybe Victoria Leonardo. Victoria Leonardo is a flyweight, so why not, right? Make that happen. That's cool. It's still a flyweight, but I'm not trying to knock anybody's hustle. Loppy wants the shot, give it to her. I'm not knocking anybody's money. If she's good, if she's fresh, and she only got 1 round in and she's still hungry, go ahead and feed her. Definitely not knocking. I just thought that maybe their first choice would have been like Gatto or Leonardo, or one of the flyweights that got a fight maybe 3 or 4 months out. It would have been like, hey, Jasmine, you got a fight in January, but do you want to squeeze one in before then? Something like that. I thought they would have been like, hey, you want to take this fight? They got Kay Hansen in January, but you're a flyweight. You want the fight? But Loppy got it, and yeah. So Loppy is about 4 inches shorter with an 8-inch reach disadvantage. I mean, we can say 8. We'll say difference, because we don't know how much of a disadvantage it's going to be in this fight, right? Loppy has a 61-inch reach. Luana has a 69-inch reach. The girl's long. She's tall. It could be problems. It could not be problems. I mean, when you look at Caitlin Kagan and Andrade go at it, Andrade was there. She was on the inside. Caitlin's reach, her length wasn't a problem for her. And Loppy Benitez, she's a quick young fighter. She's strong. She could be on the inside before you know it. We'll see how 125 looks on her. Is she stronger? Is she slower? But that's going to be her game plan. Loppy is going to be looking to get on the inside here. Luana is going to be pumping out long kicks and jabs, looking to try to use her length like she did against Cachoeira and so on. But Loppy, I think she's going to still be fresh off of her fight. She's going to be refreshed. She's going to be looking to... Her striking is going to be hard to come into play here, because, this ain't straw weight. She's a good striker. Very good hands, but I don't know how effective her hands will be against Luana Carolina, who's taller and has some pretty decent footwork, If I had to pick in this fight... I would probably say, look, I'm giving Loppy credit for taking the fight, but I might have to go with Luana in this one, just because I think she'll know how to handle that size difference. and I think she'll use her tie clinch to control the fight. It'll be it's gonna be interesting. I know that it's not really like gonna be a great mismatch because Luana's not one of like the most dangerous flyweights. It's not gonna be like Manon versus Tabitha Ricci. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like that fight. But yeah, it's wild though, man. Like I said, like there's just been so many crazy replacements, and like no fight is ever finalized. Not until you see them make that walk to the octagon. Oh yeah, just so y'all know, Sarge tested positive for C19. Stamina. We just say C19. You don't put that in there. I'll remove that. Okay. We just say C19 stamina. Yeah, C19. Still not putting that in there because it still keeps triggering the videos and they keep putting it on some, crazy stuff. So they'll start including it in like the C19. You know what I mean. So, and I don't want that. Yeah. So Sarge is out because of C19 protocol. That's something that's never going to change. We're going to continue to have those situations. So it sucks though, man, because I wanted to see Sarge come back into the flyweight division and make some noise. I wanted to see her come back in here and try to break back into the top 10, man. So yeah, I don't know, who do y'all got, Loppy or Luana? I'm gonna go with Luana Carolina though. I mean, if it goes on the inside, it'll be tough to call because Loppy is strong. She's a quick wrestler too. She can switch levels. She will shoot for ankles. I'm interested to see how she closes that distance, man. Like to work her hands. If she does try to strike with Luana, like how does she close that distance? Oh yeah. Anywhere you put it, stamina. Anywhere you put it. If you put it in the chat, in the comment section, in the title, yeah, it does. All right, 2B said he got Loppy. Okay, I'm gonna go with Luana. I'm gonna go with Luana Carolina. There it is. Yes, I'm gonna go with Luana Carolina in this fight. So let's jump to the next one here. All right, so Manon and Marina Silva. Not much has changed. I already did my breakdown prediction for this one, just so y'all know. Not much has changed. I did watch the pre-fight interviews with these two today, and I do like Marina Silva. I like her. I think she's gonna bring one of the toughest fights to the table for Manon. To date, she's definitely a standout above her last two opponents. But I just think that her style is a bit tailor-made, for Manon Fiorot. I think Manon is one of those fighters that, she's on a mission right now. I think she's on a mission and nothing's stopping that. To be said, if I was you, I would say the instead of what, because that would apply to anything. I would say the instead of what, because that would apply to anything. You mean C19? I just say C19 if that's what you're talking about. Cole said, would you ever have a quadruple threat with the addition of Maria Agapova? I would, yeah. I'm kind of eyeing Aaron Blanchfield. As a Aaron will probably break in there if she beats Macy Barber. She might get in there before Agapova. Sorry, that's her name. Agapova. Yeah, but definitely, yeah, for sure. I mean, Agapova was on the radar before she just hit hard. You know what I mean? Before she fell hard that last fight. And wasn't looking too good, but she could be, man. I mean, she just got to put together another string of wins. Yeah, Manon, like I said, I think she's just on a mission right now, man. That's why I think she's gonna have a tough fight. But I think that he said because even the number can be applied to algos. That's true. So we'll go back to the Big C. Yeah, we'll go back to the Big C. I know a lot of other channels have been saying C19 and it's been working for them. So, but the Big C is I think we all should know that. I mean, the pandemic's kind of made its own. The pandemic's kind of made its own lane over the past year, and I think that we've all kind of know what it is now when I say test positive or in the fight world, the slang we use when I say popped, I think everybody knows that means you've been popped for drugs. When I say popped, that means you've been popped for drugs. Testing positive now should kind of be a norm for the Big C, so yeah, when you get popped, you're dirty. When you get popped dirty, you're dirty, come up hot. That's the Big C. So fight all the fight terms. I'll start posting them up here on my screen just so we can all be aware. Ulysses, what's up, Agapova? Avocado Ravioli said Taylor would need another win after JoJo, wouldn't she? Yeah, she would, for sure. For sure, she would. Yeah, when it comes to names, I be trying to get the names right, man. I just try to, just like Zhang Weili, try to get Zhang Weili's name right for years. Well, not years, but months. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get it by the way they say it in China. You know what I mean? Like, however you pronounce your name there. So, first, they do last name first. That's crazy. Ulysses said next for Valentina is Nunes or title defense. That's the thing. I really don't want Nunes fight though, man. Please no. Shout out to Ulysses. I see you giving my man BJ sent me a screenshot of a comment you left, Ulysses. I appreciate that, man. Ulysses said one of the best WMMA analysts. I appreciate that. Really, I do. Marcus, what's going on? TJ, what's up? Where were y'all at the same party? Y'all came in at the same time. Yeah, Zhang, exactly. Yeah, Gordon. I always say Zhang. Yeah, it's Zhang Weili. People say Zhang. I said Zhang. I used to say Zhang too, but it's Zhang Weili. First, they say the last name first over there. So TJ said names can be hard to get right sometimes, but I just default to what most fight commentary use. Right. Yeah. Sometimes I'll do that too. Like, I don't even know if DC is saying Manon Fiorot right, but that's how he says it. So I was like, I'm going to say it that way. Ravio said it'll probably be Taylor versus Lauren Murphy after JoJo. Right. I think Lauren's on suspension, though. Maybe her suspension will be up by then. Well, yeah, I appreciate that. He says what you think. I thank you. Yeah, so Manon's not gonna get knocked off of off course here. You know, Manon she's on a mission right now, so I don't think Manon Fiorot is going to be that type of Zhang. It's Zhang. Okay, no Zhang. It's just Zhang. No J, no Z sound. Zhang Wei Li. Okay, now Stamina said that's Americanized. I'm gonna just stick with Zhang. I'm not gonna say Zong or Zhang. I'm gonna say Zhang. See, I thought that the Chinese way has like a combination of both. It's Zhang. Is the Z and the J. I've heard most Chinese people say it with like the the sound of both. Zhang Wei Li. Okay, now stop taking me off course. Okay, speaking of being taken off course, stop it. Okay. Manon, yeah, Manon, she's ready, man. Like, she said, look, she felt like she covered everything she needed to work on, her ground, her stand up. Everything's been worked on throughout the first training camp. And this is a fight where she wants to go in here and perform at her highest. She's not looking to put on a fight of the night. Shout out to Manon Fiorot for that. Manon said she wants to go in there and put a beating. This is my choice of words. She wants to put on a dominant performance and a beating on Marina Silva. All right. She's not looking to make a fight of the night bonus. She wants a quick finish bonus, and she wants to make a statement. She wants to get her out of there. And I think that was my prediction, right? Second round, and that's what she thinks too. She said, look, first and second round TKO. Because she said, look, Manon said this. Marina Silva, she comes forward, right? She comes forward, and she's coming in a straight line. Nothing special, which I know she's not underestimating her, but she said that she puts that pressure style on. She's coming forward. And she's like, when she's coming forward, she's just going to, work, use her striking and pick her apart and try to stop her in the first or second round, right? That makes sense. I mean, that's how I kind of see it playing out, but you never know. It could go to the ground. Manon says she's ready for, however the fight goes, but she's looking to do damage, and she's not looking to take damage. She's not wanting to take any damage, and she wants to inflict punishment. Like, she's not using these exact words I'm saying, but that's what she wants to do. She wants to stop Marina Silva. They're not going to look for fight of the night, which is smart. That's why she's looking to be dominant. Like I'm always talking about dominant. You got to be dominant to be champion, and Manon is going to do that. Marina Silva, she respects Manon. Like she said, she sees the hype behind her. She sees why people hype her up. And, she says she's coming prepared for this fight. It's going to be one of those fights where, it's going to have violence in there. BJ, you said she ain't stopping her, but, hey, that's what a triple threat does. Somebody part of the triple threat. So you better believe in Manon if she's in your triple threat, man. Okay, and I think she can go in there and stop her. It's going to be tough. Now, if it goes 3 rounds where Manon just does work and dominates and gets a 30-27, I could see that. But I think Manon wouldn't be happy. She wouldn't be satisfied with that. Like, she said, I need to get a stoppage win to feel satisfied and ready to move on, and I think we all need to see that now. Kind of based off of how we see her and what she does, I need to see her stop her myself. Like, if it goes 30-27 and it's a dominant beating, then we'll just have to give Marina Silva credit for the chin, right? But I need to see a stoppage. I need to see another highlight reel win, man. Before she gets into that 15 to really scare these girls, she's going to have to stop MBS, man, right? I mean, yeah, I got to see a stoppage. I want to see a stoppage. So yeah, not much has changed on that talk. I mean, we'll press for time here, but yeah, I'll probably get back on again and we will talk, but more about this fight or what could happen, because I want to look more into some things that Marina Silva could bring as a threat. Julian Ramirez said MBS relies on her durability, which is not the smartest. It's not. Like, if she had defense and great takedowns, then I would say it would be 50-50. But if MBS relies on how good her chin is and how well she can take a kick, like, Marina Fiorot pieced her up. I mean, y'all go back and watch that fight. Marina Fiorot is a good boxer. She's long. She's 5'7", but she's a little bit small frame compared to MBS. So she was putting hands on Marina Silva, but Marina Silva was never really like in danger of getting knocked out. But here she's going in here with a full-fledged Manon Fiorot that looks like a bantamweight. You know what I mean? That could go in there, hit her with one kick to the body, and it'd be a wrap. Hit her with a straight left hand, and it could be a wrap. So she can't be in there, showing her durability. Okay, so it's John. Okay, Gordon, I got you. We're gonna go with that. Manon still not changing that pick. Let's jump to the main event: Aspen Ladd versus Norma Dumont. How many of y'all are happy that Aspen Ladd has got a main event? I forgot. This is Aspen Ladd's second main event. This is Aspen Ladd's second main event. Her first main event was GDR, in which she was stopped. Remember? I know y'all are happy that she. Yes or no? Yes or no? Y'all are happy that Aspen Ladd got a main event. I just need to know, like, how many of y'all are looking forward to Aspen Ladd as a main event? I'm just taking a poll here. Happy? Yes or no? How many of y'all are happy that Aspen Ladd has got a main event? I forgot this is main. Yeah, everybody just happy there's a fight. I'm just happy there's a fight going on, man. But I mean, it wasn't something I was screaming for. I prefer Macy Chase on. All right, Cole said, I'm just happy someone stepped up to keep the fight going with Norma going. 2B said, I don't know, just glad women are fighting. Yeah. Get with Candy, what's going on? Get with Candy said, it's a no for me. Ravioli's got money on Norma and Manon. Same here. TJ said, was something I said. Mark Robinson said, no, feels undeserved a bit. Stammer said she inherited one. Gordon said, no way should Ladd be the headline, and neither should Tate. Rewarded for failing to make weight. Exactly, man. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm glad we're seeing the fight, but yeah, I'm a little like, come on, man, y'all could have got Macy Chase on. Get Macy Chase on that fight. Macy Chase on is a natural featherweight. She's the natural featherweight. Why not give her the fight? Give her the fight. Brian Williams said, did they offer the fight to Chase on? I don't think so. Not from what I've seen. Like, Macy just kind of been going about her business. She hadn't been offered to fight. But anyways, yeah, this is Ladd's second main event. And did y'all know this? Tell me if y'all knew this. Like, I forgot, man. I was watching a lot of Aspen Ladd's fights last night just to see, kind of remind me of what she can do since she's been out of the octagon for a while. What do y'all think? Like, did y'all know that Aspen Ladd was the favorite in the GDR fight? I mean, I probably forgot, but I really forgot. I really did. Can y'all believe that Aspen Ladd was the favorite in the GDR fight? GDR was the underdog in that fight. That's how hung up they are on Aspen Ladd, though, man. Like, she got the number 3. She got the number 3 spot pretty easy. She's getting the main event again. And after a 2-year layoff, And she was the favorite in the GDR fight. BJ said, what's up with that, though? I don't know. I'm going to get off here in a minute, BJ. I got one more topic, the Marina and Joanna. And then, I'll let you rock. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it short. I got the one more topic. Then after that, we'll rock. I mean, come on, man. I was watching that fight last night, and I was like, wait a minute. GDR was the underdog? How is GDR the underdog against Aspen Ladd? Come on. I wish I had bet on that. Because I think at the time when I watched it, where was I watching it at? I might have been watching on my phone, and I didn't see. Because usually I'm looking at like the odds. And I was like, what? Because my pick was GDR to win. I picked GDR to win that fight. You know what I mean? And I thought everybody pretty much had that. And I was like, what? I'm sorry I'm sticking to that a little bit longer, but I just could not believe that, man. BJ said the real new GDR was going to knock her out. If Macy got that fight, they'd move it from the headline slot. I believe that too. If Macy Chiasson was, they probably would have moved it. Yeah, Cole. I should have bet on that. It was shocking. I can't believe people were shocked GDR won. And when I went back and watched it, I was like, yeah, GDR pretty much knocked her out. I mean, he didn't want her to catch any more unanswered blows. She was done. But going into this fight here, I went back and watched, even the Tanya Evinger fight. I went back and watched the Sarge fight, the GDR fight. I watched the what was that one girl's name in Invicta that Aspen Ladd fought? I watched the first Sarge fight, and Aspen Ladd might be in trouble if she doesn't get this fight to the ground. Aspen Ladd might be in trouble if she don't get this fight to the ground because she gets hit. Tanya Evinger was hitting her with some good shots until she closed distance. Like, I think it was Tanya Evinger that initiated the clinch. I think Tanya should have stuck to boxing and striking more. Like, Aspen Ladd has good hands, but she doesn't really have defense. She'll use hands to get into a clinch. Like, she'll punch her way into a clinch to get fighters down. But her, like, boxing and her striking is not really, like, strong. It's not her strong suit. Like, Sarge was hitting her with good punches. Like, I think Sarge won that rematch. Y'all go back and watch that fight. I think Sarge won the first and third round. Sarge hit her with some big shots and rocked the heck out of her in that second fight in the first round. So Norma Dumont, I think, is going to use her in and out style on her. She's going to be in and out on her balls of her feet. And I think, Colt, Norma has some decent jiu-jitsu. But if I was, Norma has pretty decent ground game. Her clinch control is good. She's pretty good on the ground, but I really wouldn't want to give Aspen Ladd a chance. Aspen knows how to maneuver. She knows how to get to the back, and she's active. I think that Norma Dumont's hands is better, so you'd want to keep this fight standing and land that right hand. Like, Aspen Ladd gets hit with the right hand easy. And BJ, I will say this now. I'm going on the record. Yana Kunaskai was giving Aspen Ladd a good fight. She was giving her a competitive fight. She was landing. She just continued to let Aspen Ladd take her down. That was the issue. Like, Aspen Ladd kept taking these rounds with ground control. Yana Kunaskai was landing nice shots in the tie clinch. All right, Yana Kunaskai was getting in the tie clinch, landing some good knees on Aspen Ladd. She was landing good outside strikes. She just got tired whenever Aspen Ladd kept taking her down. And she kept dropping her hand, man. Like, she kept dropping her hand, so Aspen Ladd said, bloop, caught her with the left hook. You know what I mean? Just a lot of unnecessary movement in the Yana Kunaskai fight. Yana kept on, like, feigning and dropping her hands, jab, dropping her hands. So Aspen Ladd, perfect timing, landed a hard left hook, got the fight to the ground. So Yana's problem was not on the feet. It was on the ground. So I think Norma Dumont, taking on a bigger Aspen Ladd at 145, needs to keep this fight standing. You know, straight jabs down the pipe, hard right hands to her body and to her head, and knees to the body. If it goes to the clinch, what is her name? Yes, Sarge was doing a good job of turning her on the clinch. Joanna turned her on the clinch a few times. Good work. She just got knocked out though in that fight, or dropped and stopped. But Aspen's tough. She's rugged and tough, but it's on the ground mostly, And if you don't go to the ground with her, she doesn't really have a great chance. So I think Norma can keep this fight standing. She's handled big fighters in Felicia Spencer. I mean, she clinched up with Megan Anderson before Megan stopped her. So I'm gonna go with Norma. I'm gonna go with Norma Dumont. Before we jump to the next one, what do y'all got? I got Norma over Aspen. Gordon said, I've seen the stats for it. Missed the fight between Luana and Priscilla, but Luana was dominant in the winning. Or was it? Yeah, Gordon. I watched that fight last night too. Luana Carolina, she won. It was like 30-27. Luana was doing a good job of taking away the power of Priscilla Cachoeira. Priscilla just ain't got no skill like that, man. I like her. She's entertaining, but Luana Carolina was putting a striking clinic on, man. Like, hands down, she was smacking her up, man. All right. Okay, so Norma Dumont. Mark Robinson got Norma. Get with Candy got Norma. Yeah, I got Norma. I don't know if she stops her. If she lands a good right hand and if she draws Aspen Ladd into a firefight, Aspen Ladd will probably get stopped. Yeah. If she goes in there trying to trade. But yeah, Norma shouldn't go to the ground. I think Norma's got the size to keep this fight standing up, man. It might be similar, but a little bit easier than what she did to Felicia Spencer. So I'm gonna go with Norma. All right, yeah. So last topic here, real quick, y'all. Joanna and Marina Rodriguez. I just dropped a video talking about this, man. Brian Williams said, "Is UFC Fight Pass worth it?" I think it is. I mean, I used to have problems with it glitching out, but it's been all right on my little laptop. A couple of laptops I use it on. It works. It's worth it for me. I mean, if you want to watch just about every single UFC fight, if you want to watch Contender Series, it's worth it for me personally. Like, I like to keep it so I can keep up with fights for y'all, so I don't have to go hunting stuff down. And that's how I do my research. I'll be like, for UFC fights, it's worth it for me. I only pay like $8, $9. Is it that $8 or $9, something like that? It's not a crazy price though. It's worth it for me though. You get to see live events too. LFA's live. Invicta's gone now, but LFA is live. Cage Fury is live. Boxing on there is live. Yeah, so I like it. All right, Gordon said he's got Norma. Let's see. Okay, I was just reading comments. Yeah, ESPN Plus is cheaper, but UFC Fight Pass has everything. Hold on, like how much is it? I mean, how much is UFC Fight Pass? I mean, I can't be the only one not being a cheapskate in here. Y'all gotta have it. I'm just playing. It's $9.99 a month. Yeah, that's all. $9.99 a month. I got ESPN Plus and Fight Pass, so you know. Yeah, it's $9.99 a month. Yeah, so I recommend it. I recommend you get it if you want to, just go back and watch everything. And, oh yeah. Invicta's still up there. Like, they don't put the new events, but everything up until they cut their contract is up there from Invicta. Invicta FC has like their first 40 events up there, man. So yeah, go watch that. Yeah, go ahead and get that, man. You can see Invicta FC 1 through 40, 42 or 40. Well, 40. I think it's like 40 or 41 up there. So yeah. Shoot, got some old fights. When not that I care, but like when Joe Rogan had hair up there, I think. I mean, I don't really care if Joe Rogan's there or not, but I mean, that's how I'm measuring it. Like, he used to have hair when he used to have hair when you find some old fights up there when he had hair. Yeah, ESPN Plus is a little. I got it, but it gets on my nerves a little bit. It really gets on my nerves. Like it kind of gets on my nerves a little bit with some of the things, like some of the search engines on there. I don't know. Fight Pass is better in my opinion though, because it's got everything I for the most part that I want to see. Because boxing hasn't really been popping as much, and top ranked cards haven't been like crazy good. So anyways, Joanna and Marina Rodriguez. So yeah, I was talking about this earlier, man, in a video. And Marina Rodriguez, she made some good points. Yeah, MMA core, yeah, definitely. Like, if you want to get to it before it's archived there, your MMA core is good though. Marina Rodriguez, she basically said, look, Joanna, we got to take you out these rankings now. Hey, y'all got to take her out these rankings because you are not active and you're not doing anything for the division right now. And like I said earlier, I was taking that as fighting words. You know what I mean? Like, I know Marina said she doesn't want to take the fight anymore, but that sounds like a good fight right now, because Marina is trying to hit Joanna where it stings now, right? She's basically saying that your inactivity needs to get you booted from the rankings, like we've all been saying. And if I was Joanna and I heard that, I would be like, hey, shoot, you want to take my spot, or you think I should be knocked out of the spot? And come get it. You know what I mean? Like, that should be her thought process for Joanna. And I was looking at Dana White, his post-fight interview with the Contender Series, and he did say that Joanna's been chilling, and she's got money, she's living her best life, but he likes that fight with Marina and Joanna. But the Marina Joanna fight makes sense, and he was like, it'll be a fun fight. He's like, we'll see. He'll see if he offers it to her, and we'll see what her reaction is. But he didn't in any way say that she need to be taken out of the rankings either. So I don't know, man. He knows that she still is kind of like, I can't really say his money maker, but she's made him a lot of money and they have a good relationship. So he's not really like hounding her like we think he should. But in my opinion, I think it's time for Joanna to get a good fight. And there's a lot of good fights that don't necessarily have a title attached to them. This is a fight that she needs to take, right? I mean, come on, right? But we'll talk more again tomorrow. Like I said, I just want to give my thoughts on that. I already kind of broke it down in the video, but I'm gonna get ready to roll up out of here. My man BJ is about to jump on and hit on No Filter MMA, and yeah, I know he's got some flyweight discussions going on over there, so I'm gonna join up with him. So make sure y'all subscribe there. Dontel Jones said Amanda Lemos versus Marina Rodriguez would be fireworks. Yeah, I think that would be good eventually when she gets there. Lemos, if she gets by Nina Ansaroff, that's a good fight. Jones said Claudia and Joanna should fight each other. Claudia and Joanna for a third time. I don't know, man. Claudia been out of the game for a minute. I really wouldn't want to see that anymore. I just think that Marina and Joanna needs to be the fight for number one contender, next in line or something like that. If Joanna and Marina fought and Marina won, then she probably would be jumping over Carla. Oh yeah, man, like I might have to talk about this in the video too, but Carla did say, no, not Carla, but Dana White did say it's not a good job for Carla to just sit back, which was kind of like, he said if another fight is offered to Carla, he said basically she might have to take it. He said ain't no like sitting back because anything could happen. He said things don't always go the way they're supposed to. So he's like, the way he was kind of saying is that Carla might get jumped over again. Mark Robinson said off the top of my head, I want Rose to beat Wei Lee, Carla to beat Rose, Joanna to beat Carla, and then Joanna versus Marina. That would be a long wait for Marina to get to a title fight, though. Mark said Dana is a simp towards Joanna. It would be up to the board members to remove Joanna from those rankings. Yeah, that's true. He don't have any say in that. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, he pissed off everybody for, what's his name, the guy that got signed who missed weight. He said they walked out because he just signed a guy that missed weight, and everybody, the people that told him not to, they walked out on him. I was like, wow, they were pissed off at Dana. Mark said that makes me think if Wei Lee wins, Dana wants Wei Lee versus Joanna too. Possible. If Marina gives Joanna, it's Carla's fault for not calling out Joanna. Yeah, I think she will, man. And like Dana said, like, you can't sit out. The way he's saying, she might get jumped over, y'all. So, I mean, they've done it before. Robot Chicken, what's going on? He just coming in the building. I'm about to roll out though. So yeah, y'all. I'm gonna jump over here, my man BJ from No Filter MMA. But we'll get back on tomorrow, and we'll continue this conversation. Like always, just make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. Like always, I'll keep doing these if y'all hit the thumbs up. But make sure y'all subscribe too. I see some new people in here, so if you haven't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe. But I'm gonna go over here and spar with BJ. BJ talking junk about Manon, that she ain't gonna stop nobody. So I gotta jump over here and put on my mouthpiece and put on my headgear and get to sparring. So if he want it, if he want it, but I don't know if he do want it like that. So let me roll out, guys. Like always, Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.